Hello friends, I am Chetan Singadia from Dr. Subhash Technical Campus. You are watching the video lecture series for the subject of Cloud Infrastructure and Services. Today we are going to see Lambda functions, which is nothing but one of the compute service of AWS. Now let us understand what is AWS Lambda, or we can say Lambda function. AWS Lambda is a responsive cloud service that inspects actions within the application and respond by deploying user-defined codes known as functions. It automatically manages the compute resources across multiple availability zones and scales them when new actions are triggered. AWS Lambda supports the code written in Java, Python, and Node.js, and the service can launch processes in languages supported by Amazon Linux. It includes Bash, Go, and Ruby languages. Now let us see, there are some recommendation tips while using AWS Lambda. Like, write your Lambda functions code in a stateless style. Never declare any function variable outside the scope of the handler. Make sure to have a set of plus RX permissions on your files in the uploaded zip to ensure Lambda can execute code on your behalf. Delete all Lambda functions when no longer required. So friends, these are the recommended tips while using Lambda functions in AWS. Now let us understand how to configure AWS Lambda. So far, we need to use following steps. Let us see step 1. Step 1 is sign in to your AWS account. Step 2 is select Lambda from AWS service section. Here you can see there is a Lambda from AWS service section. Third step is select a blueprint, which is optional, and click the skip button. Here you can see in this picture you have to select and blueprint, and also one more button is given, that is skip. So you can skip also, which is optional thing. Step 4. Provide the necessary details to create a Lambda functions as shown in the following screenshot, and paste the Node.js code that will be triggered automatically whenever a new item is added in DynamoDB. Select all the required permissions. Now here you can see in this picture, in configuration function, you have to give the Lambda function name. Also you have to provide the description of Lambda function, and you have to give your runtime programming language, that is Node.js. Here you also have to specify that Lambda function handler and role. So you have to provide handler name and role of the Lambda function. Also you can have some advanced setting like memory and timeout, and then you can go for the next button. Step 5 is click the next button and verify your details. And step 6, click the create function button. Now when we select the Lambda service and select the event source tab, there will be no records. So add at least one source to the Lambda function to work. Here we are adding DynamoDB table to it. We have created a table using DynamoDB. We will see DynamoDB in our upcoming lectures. Step 7 is select a stream tab and associate it with the Lambda function, so you will see this entry in event source tab of Lambda service page. From this picture, here you can see that Amazon DynamoDB table entries are given. Also some test lambda functions buttons are given. There is something like details, indexing, and so on. So here streams is also given. So as per the 7th step, you will see this entry in event source tab of Lambda service page. Now step number 8. Add some entries into a table. When the entries gets added and saved, then Lambda service should trigger the function and it can be verified using the Lambda logs. Then step 9. To view logs, select the Lambda service and click the monitoring tab, which is given here, and then click the view logs in the CloudWatch. Then click the view logs in the CloudWatch. So friends, this is how you can configure your AWS Lambda functions from AWS Compute Service. Now let us see some of the benefits of AWS Lambda. First one, Lambda tasks need not to be registered like Amazon SWA activity pages. We can use any existing Lambda functions so that you have already defined in workflows. Lambda functions are called directly by Amazon SWF. There is no need to assign a program to implement and execute them. Next benefit is Lambda provides us the matrices and logs for tracking functions execution. So friends, these are the benefit of AWS Lambda function. While using AWS Lambda function, there are some limits are given. Let us see what are the limits are there in AWS Lambda functions. First one is throttle limit. The throttle limit is 100 concurrent Lambda functions execution per account and is applied to the total concurrent execution across all the functions within a same region. The formula to calculate the number of concurrent executions for a function is average duration of the function execution multiplication of number of requests or events processed by AWS Lambda function. Next one is when throttle limit is reached, then it returns the throttling errors having an error code 429, and then after 15 or 13 minutes you can start work again. So the throttle limit can be increased by contacting AWS Support Center. So friends, this is what a throttle limit of AWS Lambda function. Now let us look at another limit of Lambda function is resource limit. The following table shows the list of resources limits for a Lambda functions. Like we have a list of resources and there are some default limits. We have a disk capacity for the Lambda function is 512 MB. The number of files descriptor is 1024. The number of processes and threads same as 1024. Maximum execution duration per request is 300 seconds. Invoke request body payload size is 6 MB. Similarly, invoke response body payload size is also 6 MB. So this is what the resources limit of AWS Lambda function. Now let us understand what is service limits. Here you can see in this table there are list of service limits are there for deploying a Lambda function. Like a Lambda function deployment package size, a default limit is 50 MB. The size of code that you can zip into a deployment packages, that is 250 MB. Total size of all the deployment packages that can be uploaded per region is 1.5 GB. The number of unique event sources of the scheduled event source type per account is 50. And the last service limit is the number of unique Lambda function that you can connect to each scheduled event is 5. So friends, this is what the limit of AWS Lambda functions. So I hope in this video lecture you understand what is AWS Lambda function, what are the limits of AWS Lambda functions, and how you can configure your AWS Lambda functions for a particular service. Thank you all.